Hey everyone, welcome to Movies Explained. We've all seen him by now. Baby Yoda has taken the internet by storm, becoming one of the most popular memes in history. This adorable ball of green stole the hearts of millions with his stoic curiosity. But that being said, there isn't much known about the little guy. So we did some digging for you and found 10 awesome facts about Baby Yoda. Some of these might surprise you. Number 10. Even though he is said to be 50 years old, if Master Yoda's age is any sort of indication, our little friend is a little bit behind on development. When we find out that Mando is searching for someone who is 50 years old, we all have to admit we were pretty surprised when it turned out to be Baby Yoda. Not much is known about his race, but due to his species having an extraordinarily long lifespan of roughly 900 years, if Master Yoda is anything to go by, then Baby Yoda might be a little bit behind developmentally. For scale, 1 Yoda year would be equivalent to 10 human years, so Yoda died at the age of 90 years old and Baby Yoda is about 5. However, according to child experts, the habits he is portraying, tasting space frogs and playing with spaceship knobs, don't seem developmentally accurate. In fact, such curiosity is more in line with a 1-year-old. He's also not terribly verbose, putting him behind what one might expect for a person of his relative age. Number 9. Baby Yoda is in fact a male. After rescuing Baby Yoda from an untimely demise at the hands of the bounty hunter IG-11 in the debut episode, the Mandalorian takes off with his young bounty to deliver him to his Imperial employer known as the Client. In Episode 3, when the Client receives the baby, his underling, Dr. Pershing, refers to the character as him. A pre-order page for a plush Baby Yoda also refers to the character as a he. Number 8. There are now 3 official known members of Yoda's race. While the name of Yoda's race currently remains a mystery in both the canonical and expanded Star Wars universes, there are actually 3 canonical members of his race, and all 3 are extremely powerful in the Force. First and foremost is Master Yoda himself, having died at roughly 900 years old. His Force powers were immense as we saw his dealings with Sidious in Episode 3, and his skills with a lightsaber were equally impressive. The next member of the species was Yaddle. She isn't nearly so well known, with only a brief cameo in Episode 1. However, she was highly sought after for her great wisdom and was also known for her quietness, patience, and kindness. She had auburn hair, green-gold eyes, green skin, and an orange lightsaber. Finally, we have Baby Yoda. While his temporary name is technically The Child, fans and media alike have taken to calling him Baby Yoda. Besides his age, not much is yet fully known about him. However, he is obviously very strong in the Force and is aging at what seems to be a normal rate for his species. Number 7. Baby Yoda's genetics are of great interest to what is left of the Empire, and the reason is pretty dark. In The Phantom Menace, we are made aware of the role of what midichlorians play in Force-sensitive beings. Largely, the higher the midichlorian count a being has, the stronger they are in the Force. Along with that, we know that the midichlorians are in part responsible for keeping creatures alive. In Episode 3 of The Mandalorian, the Client was desperate to gather knowledge from the creature, with Dr. Pershing told to extract something from his tiny body. The theory is that they were attempting to leech the midichlorians from his body to implement them into other receptive creatures to make a new race of Jedi or Sith-like warriors. This would likely kill Baby Yoda and open up the door for a new and terrible form of warfare for further episodes. While this hasn't been confirmed yet, it certainly does make sense. Number 6. Baby Yoda has Force healing capabilities. This is a touchy subject that has some fans upset. In Episode 7 of the show, Bounty Hunter Guild leader Greef Karga is seriously wounded by a dragon-like creature en route to a confrontation with Imperials. Just when it looks like Karga will succumb to the creature's venomous strike, Baby Yoda calls upon the Force to instantly heal his wound. While some people don't think Force users should be able to perform this act, it does echo strongly Palpatine's words when recalling the feats of Darth Plagueis. The dark side is a pathway to many abilities that some consider to be unnatural. Could it be that the Force has more capabilities than we anticipated? This is heavily debated among new and old fans alike. Number 5. Baby Yoda is probably not a clone. One theory that has been scattered around the internet is that Baby Yoda is actually a clone of Master Yoda himself. However, due to a little revealing dialogue, we are fairly certain that this is not the case. In Episode 7 of the show, a former Imperial and colleague of Mando said he was familiar with the cloning process and that the child seemed to be the result of nature and not a laboratory. Number 4. Baby Yoda has dark Force abilities. In In the 7th episode of the series, we discover that our little green friend has more depth to his character than we first anticipated. As it turns out, he has a dark streak. While watching his surrogate father Mando struggling in a friendly arm wrestling contest with Cara Dune, the child grows concerned and channels the Force to choke Cara, a technique favored by Darth Vader in the original trilogy. Though he releases his hold on her, it's clear that Baby Yoda does not yet realize the value of human life and might snap at any moment. What has deeper implications, however, is that the Force choke ability is a dark side power. The fact that our cute green youngling can harness this dark power already raises some very interesting questions about his future. Number 3. Baby Yoda could become a master of the Force in a hurry. Despite his infantile status, it seems like it won't be long, relatively speaking, before Baby Yoda achieves the formidable skills of a Master Force user. It's been pointed out that Yoda achieved that rank at the age of 100, at which point he began training Jedi. That would mean Yoda's species is capable of some pretty rapid development between the ages of 50 and 100. The question is, without the current existence of any Jedi to train him, will he be a champion for the light side or the dark side of the Force? Perhaps he'll be a gray Jedi. We will have to wait and see. Number 2. Baby Yoda is a natural carnivore. As if the sharp teeth and claws weren't enough of a clue, we now have confirmation that Yoda's species likes the taste of meat. In Episode 2 of The Mandalorian, Baby Yoda catches a hold of a large frog-like creature and nearly swallows it whole. In contrast, we never actually see Yoda eat any meat. He steals some of Luke's dinner on Dagobah and is preparing a root leaf stew when he brings Luke to his house. Root leaf stew is a vegetarian dish and was likely a regular part of Yoda's diet. Granted, there are enough snakes inhabiting Dagobah that Yoda probably never went very long without meat. Number 1. Baby Yoda was born the same year as Anakin Skywalker. Due to the little guy's size and infantile behavior, it's easy to forget that he is really 50 years old. However, there is more to that age beyond showing that his species ages slowly. Knowing that The Mandalorian takes place 5 years after the events in The Return of the Jedi, if we roll back the clock enough, that puts Baby Yoda's birth date right in line with another significant Force wielder, Anakin Skywalker. Could there be a connection between the two? While the age similarity could merely be coincidental, it is likely no accident that the two share the same birth year. Could Baby Yoda be connected to the same prophecy that foretold Anakin would bring balance to the Force? It's too early to say, but there's definitely something important going on with Baby Yoda that extends beyond being a cuddle buddy who must be protected at all costs. And that concludes our list. What did you think? Did we miss some facts about the little green guy that you know about? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell to keep up to date. If you know anyone who's a huge Star Wars fan, why not share the video with them? Over here, you can see our most recent video, and over here is a video that YouTube suggests. And if you click that circle in the middle, it will instantly give you Force powers, I promise. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.